Whoa, right, yeah. Rock roll, what's up? You already know the vibes. Sway. Remember I was broke, trying to feed my siblings. Stuck up in the trenches, trying to get it off the benches. Late night with the headers, back then they called them henchmen. Just to play it safe, I kept the duffel by the fences. Yeah. My niggas different, big dogs. I tell them sit them. I push the button, my monsters don't really get it. My youngest bout that life, them niggas with it. I remember I was down and out, niggas tried to count me out. Had to grab the cannon, homie, then it started wilding out. Late night dogs at 12, niggas playing cat and mouse. Everybody phones up, trying to see what that's about. Open out the popo, that's the new trapping now. Niggas so bozo, that's what they be checking out. Playing tough on the social, no, that's the clown. Me and Rocco, Low and Coastal, cashing out. Remember I was broke, trying to feed my siblings. Stuck up in the trenches, trying to get it off the benches. Late night with the headers, back then they called them henchmen. Just to play it safe, I kept the duffel by the fences.
Yeah. My boy's different.
Big dogs. I tell them sit. I push the button, my monsters don't really get it. My youngest bout that life.
They really with it. Woo! Harlem. This that Harlem-ish. Shout out to Ron Brown. Uh-huh.
Trying to feed my siblings. Stuck up in the trenches, trying to get it off the benches. Late night with the headers. Back then they called them henchmen. Just to play it safe, I kept the duffel by the fences.
Yeah. My boy's different.
Big dogs. I tell them sit.
Uh-huh.
I push the button, my monsters don't really get it.
I push the button, my monsters really with it. Oh man, shout out to those boys, man. Brooklyn and Harlem connection. Yeah, it was a good fight. I heard Tank Davis and Devin Helly is going to fight sooner or later. That's in negotiation. Now, if y'all wondering why I don't go at Kyrie the same way I'm going at Kevin Durant, it's a difference because Kyrie's on a 1-year contract. He's about to be a free agent, okay? So once you become a free agent, you're free to go to any team you want. No, I don't think you're going to get 61 and 21 because you're going to have injuries that take the part. You're going to have a half-ass season. The thing you're going to have to do is just perform and come through in the postseason. That's your main goal if you're the Lakers. All right? That's absolutely your main goal. It's just to perform in the postseason. Now, I was not hating, but I'm not a fan of that. I don't like super teams. I'm sorry. It's just that's not me. Now, if the Lakers really wanted to be really petty, they could go out and form. They could wait till next season to get Kyrie Irving for damn near free. You know, there's in talks that they're trying to get Buddy Hield, right, and Miles Turner. Well, if they trade Westbrook, because Westbrook can't start that season with that team. Him and LeBron already are isolated from each other. They're not talking to each other. And you can't have Westbrook come back to the team when you try to trade him all summer long. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, you know, you have to. Bulls aren't a super team. Bulls are a dynasty. It's a difference. Bulls are an organic dynasty. Especially their first three-peat. All those guys was drafted, they had to learn how to play good. Nobody went into the next season and said, oh my God, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen on the same team. I might as well not watch basketball no more. They don't have a chance, you know? That's not a super team, brother. So, and that's the main point. They're not a super team. You know, those guys, nobody feared Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan to the point it's going to be unfair to basketball. Everybody had an equal chance to win. Matter of fact, some teams had a better roster than the Bulls, and still the Bulls still able to overcome them. So that's the shout out to Michael Jordan. So with that being said, though, you got Kyrie Irving, right? His situation with the Nets is, hey, I got a 1-year contract with you. You better let me go now before I leave for free. So the Brooklyn Nets have to trade Kyrie Irving. There's no way they can start the season with that guy on the roster. There's no way, no how. You know, I just don't see it because how are you going to keep a guy on the roster that is going to walk for free the next season? You might as well get something, you know? No, that's not a super team, brother. The Bulls were far from a super team. Stop it. All right. If that was a super team, we would have been calling them that. We've been having the same disdain for them like we had the Warriors or the Miami Heat. That whole super team, big three player movement, that started mainly with LeBron James and the Miami Heat. I'm not going to even get into that because that's just kind of stupid to even bring up. You can't have a super team with guys that getting drafted. It don't exist that way. You can have a dynasty and they emerge to be good. Now the difference between Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant's on a 4-year contract, right? And his 4-year contract is quite different. Okay. Now, here's the thing. You under a 4-year contract and you're demanding and wanting to be traded from the team that you're supposed to be playing for. Right? So with that being said, that's unprofessional. This is why people are going at Kevin Durant. Because we look at it like, hey, the Nets bend over backwards for this guy. They got you everything that you wanted, and you're still asking to be traded. Or because they don't take care of Kyrie. You do realize you could probably get something for Kyrie, but now you messed that up because you're demanding for a trade. So now the Nets got to be forced to sell Kyrie Irving for the cheapest market because the Lakers going to be like, hold up, why do we have to give you all of this stuff if you're going to leave and go to our team anyway? Kyrie wants to be a Laker. Rumor has it that he's staying in LA until the trade gets done. All right. I saw a tweet where a fan asked Kyrie Irving, when are you going to be a Laker? Kyrie Irving said, real soon. So, that's a complete different story. He's on a 1-year contract. So him leaving a team is pretty much to the highest bidder. Yeah, neither one of these guys are role players though, Kid Trump. Kyrie ain't a role player. Kevin Durant ain't a role player. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is in that situation. But me personally, this would be another team for me to root against because I don't like super teams. Like I said, I don't like these elite players coming together and trying to play with each other. When they're already established, they're already coming from other franchises. I don't like it. I don't like Kevin Durant when he went to the Warriors. I didn't like the Miami Heat team. I don't like none of that stuff. I like competition, and I like going into the season when we can compete. You know, Kyrie is a fake. Kyrie Irving is definitely something. You know, he's just a guy that has a multiple personality. He keeps switching. These guys don't want to compete. You got a guy like Kevin Durant that's going at fans. He put more time and energy into debating with fans than competing on the basketball court. You're mad because people don't want to accept you again for trying to form another super team. Why would we want to give you credit for going to a super team? Nobody cares about you going to a super team, bro. We want to see you compete against these guys, not join them. What basketball would be if Michael Jordan teamed up with Hakeem Olajuwon and Karl Malone, and they were all superstars and established number ones from their own team? How would that look for the NBA? Instead of having all these guys compete, Jordan had his sidekick and a bunch of role players. Period. He won 6 titles with 1 All-Star and a whole team full of role players. Hakeem Olajuwon won the championship with just him and a bunch of role players 1 year. Second year, he got Clyde Drexler. He had a secondary All-Star, and they won with a bunch of role players again. So compete. You're mad because we got Giannis? I mean, people praise Giannis more than you, Kevin Durant. Of course, Giannis competes. Giannis want to be better than you guys. He don't want to join you guys because he could have easily did that. Yeah, LeBron's putting the pressure on the Lakers franchise to sign Kyrie Irving. There was even reports that LeBron won't sign an extension until they get Kyrie. So the Lakers got to get Kyrie because LeBron controls that franchise. That's the problem with a lot of players today. Wait till collective bargaining comes and you see what these owners are going to do to these players. You've been warned. Guys asking for trades in the middle of a contract. You imagine if you sign a 5-year deal with a team. You commit with that team. They pay you money. And all of a sudden, you had an argument with somebody. You want to leave. This ain't street ball. This ain't pickup basketball when you could trade teams every single minute. But that's what the NBA is coming to. It's a big joke. You know? Yeah, the Joker is overrated. That's only because of the media. He's overrated in terms of being a top 5 player and worthy of being this MVP this year. Nobody on the 6th seed should be MVP because you already know what happens to 6, 7, and 8 seeds. Normally, MVPs are guys on championship contending teams that's going to win. All right, so you can't have it both ways. Either the Joker's on a championship contending team, and I'm going to judge him as one, or he's not. The Joker got the biggest contract in NBA history. And he's not even the face of the league. What is he doing making that type of money? LeBron's more worth that money than the Joker. At least LeBron full seats up. At least LeBron commands news lines. At least LeBron gets your attention. LeBron's been the face of the NBA in terms of off the court and on the court. What has a Joker done for the NBA? You don't make money for the NBA like LeBron does. He said the Joker going to get hurt. I don't wish him to get hurt. I just think he's overrated. He's just a upgraded version of Kevin Love. May not be even that because they put up the same type of numbers. Only difference was Kevin Love never played with the talent that the Joker had. And Kevin Love never won a default MVP. But if you put Kevin Love in the same situation on that same team, he probably would have got MVP too because his team would have been winning. Especially the year with Joe Embiid got hurt. Can't keep running up in the court 300 pounds. Wow, he got that big? KD going to Toronto, I don't see it happening because Toronto don't want to give up Scotty Barnes. Toronto likes developing their players. They like keeping their young players. And nobody wants to trade their whole young core for a 34-year-old Kevin Durant. That's one of the problems because Kevin Durant's in and out on the NBA roster. Now, keep this in mind. The Lakers got a super team, but that super team has to play on a basketball court. What if Anthony Davis is not there? What if Kyrie Irving is not there? They got to play. That's the first thing. It's the same with Westbrook. Y'all using Westbrook as the whooping boy. Westbrook ain't the captain of the team. Lakers won without Westbrook. So why are you blaming your wins and losses on Westbrook for? That's just a cop-out. Westbrook never really had a chance to even flourish in the Lakers system because him and LeBron James played the same exact way. Yeah, they had a losing streak with all of them playing together, but you don't know if that would have continued to remain like that. If they had played together, they probably would have learned some chemistry and learned how to play with each other, but we never got to see that. In all fairness, we never got to see the Brooklyn Nets with their big three with James Harden play. I think they played about 12 games in total. 12 games? Of course you're not going to win a championship when you only play 12 games together. So big three super teams have not been rumored to fail yet. These two failures are due to attendance, not being able to show up on the court. We don't know if James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant would have been successful because it wasn't on the court to be played. We will never get the answer to that. But if Kevin Durant wants to win the championship, why won't you just stay on the Brooklyn Nets? You had Kyrie Irving, you had Ben Simmons, you got good role players. Why can't you win with them? I know why, because Kevin Durant don't want to compete. You mad at people giving Steph Curry praise? He just won another championship without you, Kevin Durant. Of course people are going to praise Steph Curry. You don't deserve praise. You deserve criticism. You suspect. Period. And Draymond Green, shut your mouth up. You out here capping. I know you get your own little media dang that you do now. Dog, stop talking stupid. Because you would be pissed off too if you was an NBA owner and you paid somebody for years worth of service and they don't even do their job right. They just take your money and run. How would you feel if somebody take your money and run? You think money's meant to give away for free? Oh yeah, of course they're not going to trade LeBron James. They're definitely not going to do that. The Lakers is they're Hollywood, man. They star driven. Lakers don't like developing players. They just like taking a bunch of players. You know, if there's any team that will get will get accommodated for modern day super teams, it's the Lakers. You know, because they love stars. They love all stars. And they love having a lot of people sold out arenas and people talk. I know they changed the name of the stadium, but I'm still gonna call it Staples. God damn it. I'm still calling it Staples. I ain't calling it that stupid name that they got. But that's why we're so hard on Kevin Durant. He got a lot of proving to do. You're not better than Giannis. Giannis beat you. You're not better than Steph Curry. He beat you and still won the championship. And LeBron James won one in 2020. You didn't get one yet. The only guy on the top list that you beat was LeBron James, and you had to do it on the super team. Vice versa with LeBron James. You know, it's simple. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, they overshadowing the whole NBA. Every bit of news is about those guys. Hey, that's how a lot of people feel, Z. Those rings look like paper championships, right? That ring look like fake jewelry. That ain't 14 karat gold. He got that thing from the dollar store. You got your dollar store championship. That means nothing. This is why I keep telling you super teams don't help nobody. It just discredit you. When you form super teams with other top 5 players, they already won MVPs, they established all-stars and franchise players. Why would anybody take you serious? Instead of beating those guys, you went to play with them. Michael Jordan never teamed up with Isaiah Thomas. As a matter of fact, Michael Jordan's still beefing with Isaiah Thomas. You heard them still going back and forth. It's like grumpy old man. But Mike never got beat by Mike never, when he lost to Detroit, said, hey, I'm going to play with Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Michael Jordan never joined Larry Bird. Michael Jordan never joined Magic Johnson. That would have the whole league in an uproar. Who's going to beat that team? Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and Kareem. That we would have been calling that a super team. Unbeatable. So when people sit there and say, oh, it's a wrap, you put all 3 of these guys on the same team, they win in the championship if they're healthy. That's a super team. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's a dog. And Jimmy Butler competes. Oh, sorry, TJ. Let me drop down the link. But Jimmy Butler competes. That's the difference. So TJ about to try to come in. But like I was saying, man. Oh, that's Kid Trunks. What up, Trunks?
I told you, man. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, what's going on, man? These guys some role plays, man. They some real definition of bus riders. KD, he want
Bus
to jump
riders.
ship. Kyrie want to jump ship. LeBron
Hey, did
saying
you
you don't trade to get Kyrie.
did
I'm
you
out.
hear what the Nets wanted from Timberwolves?
They wanted
Oh yeah,
K.
they wanted the
They wanted
whole
Carl
farm.
and that boy I forgot his name
Yeah,
Edwards
that was just a
and a
stupid
first
thing.
round pick I think too. Huh?
The Timberwolves were never going to do that. You want to give up Cat, Anthony Edwards, and draft picks, you depleting the whole team at that point.
Hey, Prince, what if Kyrie Irving doesn't get traded, man?
He's gonna have to though, Kid Trunks. They got no choice. He got them back into a corner. You're gonna let him stay on the Nets for a whole year, then he go to the Lakers for free? What if the Lakers trade for what's that dude name? Buddy Hield and Max what's
Yeah.
that dude name? Miles Turner. And guess what? The Lakers will have role players and Kyrie Irving by next season if they do that, because they can afford to keep all those guys. If Kyrie Irving walks next season and go to the Lakers for free, and the Lakers get top-notch role players, then they really be unbeatable. If you get Kyrie now, at least you have a chance to beat them more than next season if they get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Because role players grow on the street. You can always get role players. You can find a role player on the street if you got a super team.
Hey, you
just put 'em
think
on
if the Nets don't trade
back
Durant
and play
and
some
Irving,
defense.
they'll play or no?
What happened?
If the Nets don't trade them, will they show up to training camp?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't even know. I know Kyrie's in LA right now. He's not having really much communication with them anyway. So that's what I'm trying to say. What's the point of having them on a roster? You got to get rid of them before the season starts. You got to trade both of these guys. There's no return from what they're doing. You could talk Kevin Durant into coming back, because remember when Kobe asked for a trade, you know, they still was able to keep him on the Lakers even though he asked for a trade. So maybe you could talk Kevin Durant into doing it, because he can't be persuaded to doing anything anyway. He don't have a mind of his own anyway. He do whatever you tell him to do. So
The
you probably
Raptors said they don't want to risk Durant wanting to leave Toronto if he comes.
yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, and you know what? They don't want. Well, if Toronto gets Kevin Durant, they're gonna have to give up, Scotty Barnes and some of their good role players. I don't think they want to do that. He's 34 years old. They don't want to, put their team at risk or at jeopardy. They want to keep their pieces. So Kevin Durant is going to be a hard player to trade. He's arguably a top 5 player in the game, and you're
I
going to
heard the
want
Pacers want Ayton.
the Pacers want Ayton. That's not bad. I mean, you could put up a trade with that, but it's just going to be hard because we got too much stuff going on with the trade Kevin Durant. The Nets want a lot because they got to get something from one of these guys. You're not going to get much for Kyrie Irving because the market is very small, but you got to get something for Kevin Durant. You can't let Kevin Durant walk for free.
I think if Irving, Durant, and Davis are healthy, they'll make the conference finals.
Say that again?
I said if the big three, like Irving, Davis, and LeBron are healthy, they'll make the conference finals.
Oh, you don't think they go to the finals?
I think they will.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can't see nobody beating that team if they fully healthy. I know they're going to have a little role player issue or whatever the case may be, but if you have three top premier players on one team, you don't even have to play them all at once. Somebody could always go to the bench, and you could always have somebody else with role players playing. So they'd be a little top heavy, but they still can win. They just have to stay on the court.
How good is Scottie Pippen Jr.?
He's been playing in the Vegas Summer League. He's all right, from what I heard. He was all right, but yeah, he's a guard. He's not gonna do the Lakers much, even if they sign him and they don't send him to like the G League or something. It's not gonna do nothing to move the needle. The Lakers got a lot of they're trying to go young back again. You see how they picked up Thomas Bryant, so they're trying to revamp their whole roster. But if anything, somebody on ESPN said, "Why do the Lakers need Kyrie Irving? Why can't you just win with LeBron and AD? You already did it before, so why can't you do it again? And why can't you do it with trading Russell Westbrook for some good role players? Why do you really need Kyrie Irving for? You just want him to make your job easy so you can win?" You don't want to compete.
I don't know why LeBron wanted Westbrook in the first place. Like, like
It's because of the star status. LeBron likes playing with stars. So if this guy's an all-star, bring him on my team. He'll figure I could find a way to make it work, even though we play the same style of basketball. LeBron is never going to say no to playing with an all-star player. That's just who he is. He'll play with any all-star player. And apparently so would Kevin Durant. That's the
Tommy
difference.
Fury pulled out of the fight. You know, he was a replacement.
Say that again?
Tommy Fury pulled out of his fight
Oh, really?
against Jake Paul.
Man, I can't take Jake Paul seriously, man. When it comes to boxing, I don't even take him seriously like that.
He's fighting
know.
some Raheem Jr., dude.
Wow. Speaking of boxing, Devin Haley versus Tank Davis. That's what y'all should be watching or should
When
be
is
on the
it?
come up. Earl Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. It's not happening yet, but negotiations are still taking place. But I suspect a trade to go down probably within a few days for Kyrie Irving. I mean, he ain't going to come back on the Nets. That's for sure. I don't see that happening at all.
Yeah, Palinka was talking to the Nets GM today.
What did he say?
This is a video of him talking in person.
Oh, okay. Oh, in person. Okay. So that means they're already doing business. Now you know what the issue is? They want a third partner. They need to find a
The
third team.
Spurs.
They got to find a third team, or this trade won't go down. Because you can't just straight up trade Westbrook for Kyrie Irving when the Nets don't want Westbrook. So find another team that wants Westbrook, and you could give the Nets something they want. The Nets want draft picks, so give them draft picks, or give them some solid role plays, and that's the best offer they're going to probably get.
If you were the
Not going to get
Spurs,
that,
would you help the Lakers out?
huh?
If you were the Spurs GM, would you help the Lakers out?
Hell no. Why would I hope the Lakers form a super team? I don't think they need it. I just think this is over exaggerated because they don't need it. Why do you need Kyrie Irving realistically? Okay, I mean, like, what does he do for this team that they can't do for themselves? They could just get some role players and play with two all-stars. Anthony Davis is a top 5 or top 10 best player in the league when he's playing. And LeBron is LeBron. You got two elite players with a good supporting cast. That should win you a championship. If the Warriors could do it, why can't you do it?
Yo, these guys think I'm the Zach from, like, I don't know, some other Zach.
Yeah, they think you the Florida boy, Zach.
Yeah, I don't know who they keep saying, man.
Yeah, I keep telling people there's two Zachs on here. All right, so it's not the same, you know. So hopefully they could get to understand that when I when I try to.
How good is that Lakers pick, Christie or whatever his name is?
I mean, they just got those are okay players that just need develop. You know, what I mean, they're not gonna move the needle. They're not gonna do nothing special. You know.
He just signed a 2-year contract, Max Christie.
Okay. Now you know the Lakers are putting all their eggs into this Kyrie Irving basket, and they're letting all these role players go by that they could try to be doing trades with other people. And here's the thing: the Lakers don't really want Kyrie Irving. LeBron James wants Kyrie Irving, so that's the difference. The franchise don't really care about Kyrie Irving. They got LeBron and AD. They already got people that's going to sell out crowds and bring money to the Lakers franchise. They don't need Kyrie Irving. They don't really want him.
I think if they get Irving, James will probably sign the 2-year extension.
Yeah, of course he would. Because that's what he's waiting for. Yeah, you got Austin Reeves, right? He could shoot the three. They got good, solid role players. The Lakers got good role players. They going young, you know. But I can't agree with you, Ak, on 61 wins. He think the Lakers would get 61 wins. I don't think so because I don't think they're gonna be fully healthy.
Reeves.
You know, Austin Reeves can shoot the three. I mean, he's not gonna set the world on fire, but that's not his job. He's a role player. Just come out there, give 5 to 6 points a game, go and sit down. That's it.
You ever heard of this boxer named Haslam Rahim Jr.?
Haslam Rahim Jr.?
Hasem Rahim.
No, actually, I never heard. And I follow boxing. I never heard of him. I'm gonna have to do some research on this guy then.
His dad was a pretty big. His dad was like a champ or something.
KD would like to go to the Heat. KD want to go to any team that's winning. He picked the best team in the Eastern Conference record-wise, and he picked the best team in the West record-wise.
Would you trade Simmons and Durant for Booker, Bridges, Ayton, and some picks?
Well, the even swamp out. Yeah, I guess if I'm the Phoenix Suns, I would. Yeah, but because Devin Booker's not better than Kevin Durant. I mean, that's not even up for debate. But yeah, I guess I would. If I'm just gonna do a trade like that. But I mean, the Nets, they'd be giving away the better player for a lesser better player, but they got no choice. So that question depends on what side of the fence I'm on. If I'm on the Suns fence, yeah, I'm taking KD over Devin Booker. And Ben Simmons over what? DeAndre Ayton? That I may have a lose in. I take DeAndre Ayton a little more because he's more offensive minded. And he plays defense too. But hey, I still would do that trade though. So what about yourself? Yeah, Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's a good package for the Nets.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Durant is turning 34 in September.
Devin Booker already signed close to a max contract. They're not going to get Devin Booker. So if that defeats the purpose of getting Kevin Durant, they want Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant. They want a big three. So why would they trade a guy away just to lose a big three?
You think they overpaid for Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, I guess so, man. Because he's not going to do nothing for the Timberwolves. They lost a lot of draft picks. They could just develop a young team, build that team around Anthony Edwards.
Now who's the starting five then? Russell, Edwards, Towns, Gobert. Who else?
That's not good for postseason. You're going to put your faith in Rudy Gobert? I mean, seriously. Like, instead of young draft picks? Man, that could have been a number 1 draft pick. That could have been a number 2, number 3. You don't know what you just passed up on. And it's not like Anthony Edwards is old. He could wait. He don't have to win a championship yet. He's not even in his prime yet. So by the time he hit his prime, if you keep him on the team, you will have a young number 1 draft pick to pair up with him, with Karl Anthony Towns. And you could keep getting more and more draft picks and getting better. You'd be arguably a dynasty in the making, kind of like the Golden State Warriors.
If you were the Nets, if the Celtics offer you Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, let's see, Marcus Smart, and picks, would you do it?
Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and picks.
Yeah, and Brogdon.
Oh yeah. For KD, yeah, because KD wants to leave, right? So I'm sending him to the Boston Celtics with a depleted roster. Why not? All he got, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I get to rebuild with a bunch of young players, and I get draft picks. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets got to come out winners in this trade. They have to win something, because if they lose both of these guys for nothing, they're the dumbest franchise in basketball.
Bobby, I like what the 76ers did. They got Tucker and they got that other guy. I forgot.
Man, stop the cap, man. Look, that dude Daryl Moore is trying to turn the Rockets to the king. He's trying to turn Philadelphia to the Kim Jong-un mini Rockets, man. Signing PJ Tucker and he tried to give James Harden a $200 million deal, but the owners checked him real quick.
James Harden taking less. James Harden about to take less money.
He better.
He going back.
What did he prove?
Yeah, he going back to the 76ers, and he'd be taking less money, about $15 million less.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that he doing that. I thought he would take that bag and run, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, but KD, man, I don't know, man. I feel like won't Golden State about to trade for him? Because I heard Golden State they could probably occupy it
Golden
and
No,
make a
State,
trade.
Durant
Golden
doesn't
State
want to
would
go
like
there.
to trade for him. I'm glad you brought that up. But guess what? Steph Curry said, "Hey, we good without him."
But
Steph
the
Curry
owner
don't care
though,
about Kevin Durant coming in. He good. He just won a fourth championship. He could. He's a runner up to win another one. He good.
mm-hmm.
And he got. And then they got. They lost some role players, but they replaced those guys with good players. That's what people don't realize. They got James Wiseman, who averaged 17 points a game. He's coming back. So you got that back on the board. That's another good player that you get. And then you have Dante I forget his last name, the Italian dude. He's European, but he could shoot. He can shoot the three ball, and he plays solid defense. That's a good replacement for Gary Payton. Gary Payton's son. So they're good. They
What
lost role
about
players.
the Pelicans? Can they get Durant?
The Pelicans can get Durant, and they could offer an even better package than the Lakers because they could give Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, and draft picks. You get an all-star, a role player, and draft picks first round. That's enough for Kevin Durant, who's 34 years old. You pair him up with C.J. McCollum and Zion Williamson, then Kevin Durant got no reason to be losing.
Yeah, that's a good
You
trade.
know, and you got solid role players. Come on, man.
If I was Durant, I'd go there if you want to win.
Yeah, Zach, the Miami Heat just don't got enough to get Kevin Durant. The Nets don't want what the Heat got to offer because they can't get Bam Adebayo because Ben Simmons is on the roster. So what could they possibly give to get Kevin Durant? You're gonna get Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and they don't even really have that much draft picks. Not enough. They don't have enough. You have
But
to
KD knows. Yeah, KD knows deep down inside that if he goes to like Phoenix or Miami, it'll be a contender, but they won't have nowhere near a chance of beating Golden State.
right.
What's another team possibly? Probably even the Celtics. I don't know.
Well, if he go to Miami, don't get it twisted. He would have Jimmy Butler as a sidekick and Bam Adebayo. But the thing is, he's gonna have to do some heavy lifting. He's gonna have to be the number one. And we all know Kevin Durant don't like things to come hard. He want easy stuff. He don't want to take a challenge. He want to ride the coattails of a good team already. So, it's going to still be a way that he has to compete because you have to lose to get Kevin Durant. You got to lose some of those good role players that the Miami Heat got to get Kevin Durant. So
I don't know, man. We gotta see, bro, because this kind of confusing like crazy, man.
but if he on the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference, if they playing like the way they supposed to, they should make the finals. You're gonna have you lose some role players, big deal. There's a lot in free agency that you could get to make up for that. People act like role players are hard to find. They're not. They come a dime a dozen. They're like trees. They're everywhere. You could pluck one off a tree and tell them, hey, just go out here and play some defense and rebound and put some hard effort into doing some stuff. You got to want to be here, and that's it. That's how you sell a role player on the team. All you have to do is let them fit into the family and say, hey, we don't need you to score 18 points tonight. Just rebound and play defense or play make and pass the ball. We don't need all that other stuff. We got scorers already. We just need you to do your job, and that's it. That's a solid role of a role player. You got a role, you play that role, and that's it. You can find that anywhere. I don't know why people be like, well, you lose the depth. You losing the bench. You could look what the Warriors did. They lost the bench, and they got it right back. Okay? You can always find a replacement, man. There's always role players to find. Carmelo Anthony's a good role player right now. I think he may go to the Knicks because he was hanging out with James Dolan in New York. A lot of people don't know that. So he may have a farewell season coming to my Knicks. We could use him to come off the bench.
Messiah Ujiri was talking to Sean Marks in person.
Huh?
Messiah Ujiri?
Yeah.
He was talking.
Oh yeah, because they're talking about him going to the Raptors. KD going to the Raptors would be woo. He could probably try to run at Kawhi Leonard again if he got what it takes to do it.
No, I don't think anyone wants to live in Toronto.
That's the thing. Nobody wants to play or live in Toronto. But Toronto got a good team, and he will have an equal chance to try to win the championship the same way Kawhi Leonard did. But Kawhi Leonard may be coming back for another season. He's a super team killer, right? That's what people call him. So if he's a super team killer, then he's gonna have a lot of super teams to slay this season because he had to get past the Lakers.
Now, if they trade Kyrie and get Joe Harris, you think they'll get Joe Harris too?
Yeah, I mean they have to because
Imagine if they get Seth Curry.
That's what they want. They want that. But you know what? The Nets aren't stupid. They don't want to give up everything they get, man. But the Nets are in a tight jam. They're in a tight situation.
Especially my man Bird. 334 comments up in there tonight.
Hold on, I'm trying to post up something. I'm trying to see if it works, but it's not working. How do you do this again? You share the screen, right?
Right now, check it out.
Yeah, Kid Trunk, still you share the. All you have to do is just share the screen, right? If you want to post up something.
Yeah, you click share.
All of the in and out hatred.
Okay.
Mike Scott. How you doing?
All right, y'all. That was nice. 2 ducks tonight. It was
All
fun.
right, let me see if I can put it up because I get this trade offer.
We got 2
Everybody's
ducks tonight, man. We got a quad and a duo. You too, brother.
But yeah, Kid Trunks, what you think of this, man? Where you think these guys end up ultimately? Do you see Kyrie Irving being a Laker pretty soon?
We had a wild
fan
night.
said-
Yeah, I see Kyrie being a Laker very soon. I just don't know when exactly, because you just described if Kyrie wants to demand a trade to the Lakers, so I really do see that happening. Him going to the Lakers, KD. We still got to see with that situation. Either he's going to Phoenix, but if he goes to Phoenix, don't they have to give out Devin Booker?
No. Yeah. Wait, who
Don't?
goes to? No, Devin Booker cannot be traded to the Nets at all because Ben Simmons is on the roster. It's a rookie designation rule. So there won't be no Devin Booker trades. He cannot be traded, even if they wanted to. So he can't be traded.
Well, they got to trade Chris. Never mind.
Hey, what do you think if the Hawks traded Trae Young to the Nets?
That won't happen. But
That won't happen.
but what's it called? Miami might be a good destination, but they'll be trading Tyler Hero and some picks and stuff, won't
Yeah. But if you're the Nets, do you want that? Now, why would you want that if you're the Nets?
That's
No,
true.
they want
But they say they want a superstar though, or like an all-star.
They want an all-star. Yeah, definitely for Kevin Durant. They want their money's worth. Kevin Durant's considered a top 3 player in the league. They want to get their money.
Wait, Tyler Hero ain't no all-star or a superstar, whatever.
Hey, when are you gonna start doing NFL streams?
When it start coming back, I start doing some more NFL stuff.
Eagles didn't do anything.
I didn't forget about my Eagles, man. So it is what it is, man. I want us to trade our quarterback. But,
Fletcher Cox is retired.
Wait, who?
Fletcher Cox.
He's retired?
Yeah, he retired.
Damn. But yo, Kid Trunks, what you see for your NFL team coming up since we talking about NFL? Are you excited about your team? Kid Trump. Oh, Zach, what is your team, by the way? What is your NFL team?
Mine's is the Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Kid Trunks is a Seattle Seahawks fan too. So y'all both got something in common.
Well, it's the closest football team to my area.
Hey, Prince, who's your favorite for NFL next year?
Who, me?
Yeah, who do you think is like? Which teams do you think it's gonna come down to?
Hey, Bolton.
You answering me, or you was answering Zach?
I was asking you for NFL.
Oh.
Like, who are your main teams next year?
All right. If I'm gonna take my Eagles out the equation, I would say probably I'm gonna still go with the Rams. I think they're gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think the dark horse is gonna be the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers want to come back for some revenge.
No,
And I got
Adams. What's it called? They lost.
And it's also the
Adams.
Bills, the Bucks. Yeah, the Bills, the Bucks.
So there's a lot.
Nah, I don't trust the Bucks, man.
No, Green Bay. They're not gonna win without Devontae Adams. After
I
Adams
agree.
left, they're done now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, Aaron Rodgers should have a hell of a season, though. I think he's gonna,
What they call his last chances to win a ring were these last 2 seasons. They had the best record in the NFC, and he couldn't get it done.
Yep,
Yeah.
they lost to the 49ers, and they lost to the 49ers.
And they had one of the best defenses in the league too. So he had the best team in the league last 2 years, and he just I understand the first year against the Bucks, but last year there was no excuse against the 49ers.
That shows you that the better team does not always win. That shows you that the better team does not always win.
Even last year, I thought he choked because his defense only gave up, I think, 6 points, and they scored some on special teams. The score was 13-10. It's not like 49ers offense went like crazy. He just needed
it was a defensive grind. Yeah,
he just needed to score 13 points to win the game, and he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the game, he had what's his name, Lazard open, but he throws into double coverage to Devontae Adams.
Okay, yo, what's the best team in my division?
My Dallas Cowboys.
Eagles, probably. Or Cowboys.
Like hell no.
What about the Commanders?
No, that's a weak man. Hey, man, they held out a whole year just to name themselves the Commanders. Like really?
They should stay with the Redskins.
Redskins was nice.
Nah, come on, bro. You can't say that no more, man.
Yeah, we in the new woke era, man. That's beyond racist.
Nah, but I think that name was kind of racist, though. I mean, that's my opinion.
They only did it. They changed it because of.
Why you say that? Redskins? What's racist about the word Redskins?
Bro, come on, bro. Ain't you think you listen? Because it's for Native Americans, like they got reds. Like that's an insult. You know that, right? Like that redskin is an insult to them.
Good point.
It was like a slur.
Hey, I want to give my top 7 teams for next year. For NFL.
So Prince, so go ahead.
Here's my AFC. So I got the Bills.
Okay.
The East. Chiefs.
Yo,
right?
Right?
Good, man. It's been a while since I talked to you guys, man.
Yeah, it's been a while, brother.
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now. That's why you don't see the G. I'm on my phone right now. Yeah.
Nah, man, I've been just been the busy and stuff, with the school and work. But hey, man, it's nice to catch in with you guys, man. I mean, what are you guys talking about right now?
Katie and Kyrie and NFL.
Yeah, we about to get Chi-Town's elusive top 7 teams. So let's hear him. Let's hear him get there.
Well, I'll give my 17 from AFC and NFC. So AFC, I'll say Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, and I got Titans. And then my wild cards are probably going to be Denver, Chargers, and then I'll say, this is tough. I'll say Browns.
What?
Oh, you don't have the Bengals in there? You don't have the Bengals in there? Why not?
It depends. If Deshaun Watson is back, I think the Browns get in.
Probably.
Because the other take in mind with NFL, when you lose a Super Bowl, teams don't come back the next year. They always fall off.
Oh, what about Cincinnati?
Huh?
What about Cincinnati?
Like I said, when teams lose a Super Bowl, they
don't return.
When the Rams lost the Super Bowl the first time, they didn't make playoffs the following year.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So I don't know if they're better. And then you also got the Raiders, too. I didn't have them in there, but the Raiders now have Devontae Adams. And
good point.
They're probably going to make it. It's hard to say, but I left off the Raiders because I just think those other teams are better.
Oh, including the Broncos. Okay.
Yeah, because their division is stacked. They have the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. Like, it's a hard division. And then
What?
my NFC
Right.
teams are, I think Cowboys. I think Eagles will get in. Your
Okay.
Eagles.
Okay.
Hey, stop
Rams.
laughing, Jay.
Okay, so Cowboys, Eagles, Rams,
49ers.
Niners. Okay, that's
That's
four.
4. And then I got Green Bay. I think
Packers. Okay.
yeah.
Green from the game. Green from stay home like always, especially in the
And then
NFC
I got
Championship.
the Vikings. I think they'll make it.
Okay.
And then I think Buccaneers win the NFC South.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, NFC. I
NFL's
think
more
NFC's kind of obvious, but AFC is going to be hard to predict.
facts. A lot of good teams. And speaking of hard to predict, yo, Chi-Town, be honest. Where do you think Katie and Kyrie will go? If you had to put your,
I think it would have happened already.
you think after all of this, they'll still be wearing the black and white in Brooklyn after all of this?
For 1 year minimum.
Okay.
Because you heard they tried to trade KD, but no one wanted.
see
They
it.
tried to trade him to Minnesota.
Their trade offers are ridiculous. Come on, Cat, Edwards, and a pick. I mean, come on, man.
And you do
I think
realize
what they should have done, they should have traded
Chi-Town.
for.
Hey, Chi-Town, trades don't happen overnight. These are 2 big trades. You're gonna have to wait for a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, if he wasn't
pretty
traded,
sure before the season
a guy like
starts,
KD, he would have been traded. If he's one of the 5 best players in the world, he should have
Right.
been traded already.
Okay, it's not. You know what? That makes it even more harder because the
It's not that easy to trade.
But no one wants him. That's the other thing too. These teams don't want him because they don't trust him anymore.
But you don't know. Yeah, but we don't know the future. Who knows? Maybe a team like the Suns can have a 3-team trade or 4-team trade.
I think this was something to get the Nets on board, so then that the Nets will pay Kyrie. I think it was more of a scare tactic.
You really think they're gonna stay fit? I don't think so.
Oh no, man!
I think for 1
Because
year.
they might choose to sit out. You have to understand this short time. These guys might choose to sit out though. It just on the team. It can
I
happen.
mean, they said the same thing about Kawhi when he went to the Raptors.
That's cool. Yeah, but here's the difference though. Kawhi, he didn't want to go to Toronto, but it's not like he's pounding like this though. Like Katie and Kyrie had beef with Brooklyn though.
Right.
I mean, so did Kobe.
Kawhi didn't.
So did Kobe when he requested a trade from the Lakers.
Oh no!
But but Kobe, yeah, true. But Kobe knew how to deal with responsibility. Here's the thing: Katie and Kyrie don't want to be a leader. That's the thing.
Yep.
Kyrie
and this is a situation where the owners don't like Kyrie Irving. Okay.
No, but I think this was a scare tactic by KD. I think this was a scare tactic by KD. He was trying to
scare
you think
KD stays. You saying you think KD stays, but Kyrie leaves?
He think both will stay. He think both will stay.
No way. I don't.
Come on, Chi-Town.
I don't see it, man. KD maybe. KD
no, I think
maybe.
This is a scare tactic to get Brooklyn in line, so they get scared and say, "Hey, you know what? We don't want to lose both these guys. Let's pay Kyrie the money."
You can pay Kyrie the money all you want, but Kyrie can choose to stay out because he doesn't want to be there anymore. So you can do that if you want, if you're the Nets, but Kyrie can choose to stay out though. Because, like I said, players control the league today. Sadly, today's era.
Yeah, but Kyrie he wants to reunite with LeBron.
Dude, that's all speculation. It's not even. I've heard fake stuff online. That's not even. I don't even think most of that stuff is true.
Where do you? Yeah,
Octavius said the cap crew is on panel. What are we capping about? We were going by the reports that we hearing.
Right.
Yeah, but those reports you can't follow. Like this. First of all, this thing is from Windhorst, the Kyrie thing. Windhorst is the biggest liar in sports. Most of the stuff he says are lies.
Good point.
I don't trust the guy to Windhorst.
But
I can't stand him. He said something about Russell Westbrook.
You ever heard the quote that wherever there's smoke, there's fire? These reports won't keep leaking out if these guys are just going to stay on the team now.
The Kyrie stuff started with Brian Windhorst. He's the one who started this whole thing. And now, what's it called? He said something about Westbrook. It was something about Westbrook and Vogel, and then Westbrook denied it. He said, "I never said anything." He said something about Westbrook said something about Vogel and got him fired. And Westbrook
And
even said that.
Chi-Town, here's the thing. You think Westbrook want to come back to that team after knowing that he's in the trade rumors? How the chemistry is going to be with that team, knowing that they
That
don't want him on their
mediocre
team?
Right.
bad. It's gonna be bad next year if they keep
So
the
they
same
got it.
team.
The Lakers have to trade Russell Westbrook. There's no buts, ifs, or
Agreed.
matters. You got to get
There's
rid
no
of him.
buts
Agreed.
needed. Come on, Chi-Town.
You know, it's already beyond the water boiled over to a point that he can't stay on the team. And you can make a case for the Brooklyn Nets. You got a guy on a 1 year contract that could walk away for free because you don't want
Hmm.
him. You don't want him there anyway. So you might as well get something for him now while you got the chance because you're just gonna get lower and lower value. You know, you're not gonna get equal value for Kyrie Irving. It's not gonna happen. So try to at least get some draft picks out of it.
Well, that trade you mentioned with Ben Simmons, I think that would be a terrible move. I think Ben Simmons is worse than Russell. At least Russell Westbrook plays hard. Ben Simmons doesn't even play hard.
You talking
Agreed.
about the trade that I post?
I agree about that.
You talking about the
Yo,
trade that I
Pete,
posted up?
Yeah, I'm saying that you sent something about a potential trade of the Lakers getting Ben Simmons. If you put Ben Simmons on a team, they'll be worse than what they already are.
I agree because LeBron and Ben were not fit. 'Cause they both can't. Ben is not a good shooter though.
No, and at least
That's the thing.
Westbrook at least he plays hard. Simmons doesn't
True.
even play hard.
To me, if Ben were to get traded, he would fit in Utah or a small market team. If Ben would get
Or
traded,
I
or
somewhat
the
agree.
the Sacramento
Man,
Queens.
listen, kid. Nah, bro. So high.
what's up, kid? You all right, man?
Yo, you
Yeah,
all right,
I'm
kid,
good,
John?
man. Yeah.
You all right?
I'm
Yo, P.
amazing.
Okay. Yo, P. If you had to put your finger in your chinny chin chin, where do you think Katie and Kyrie would go? I have a feeling Kyrie's going to the Lakers, and I think Katie might get traded to the Suns. I just have a weird feeling that's going to happen. What
Kevin
do you
Durant's
think?
up in the air for me. I don't know where he's gonna go.
I think here's
They want
another thing. I think Miami might get Kyrie.
And trade for what? And trade who? Hero? They're gonna want an all-star back. But do you think the Nets want an old? Yo, Shy, be realistic. You think that the Nets want an old Kyle Lowry?
All right, but they would get Hero.
But they're gonna. I mean, yeah, but they want an all-star caliber player. You really think that's gonna work, though? You really think that this? You really need to trade like Robinson, Hero, Lowry, and some picks or something.
Yeah,
Say
man.
that
I
again?
don't see that happening.
I don't see Kyrie going to Miami. You had to trade like Robinson, Hero, Lowry, some picks.
My mom will kill you. I swear to God, he'll kill you.
Whoa.
I think Miami makes a big move this summer. I just have a feeling.
It might be Donovan Mitchell.
Pat
They could get
Riley's gonna
Spider.
surprise us.
They could get Spider Mitchell instead. That's more realistic. They could get
I
Spider.
know what I've been seeing. A lot of people saying that the Lakers and Kyrie Irving ain't gonna work, and I totally agree. Kyrie Irving's unpredictable, and LeBron James ain't gonna play no goddamn defense for 50+ games. It's not happening. 38 years old. LeBron cares about his body, and Kyrie's too unpredictable. It's not happening.
Well, they're gonna have an up and down regular season.
And you saw
That's
what
true.
Jeannie Buss put on her tweet, which caused a lot of alarms going off, of course, on social media and ESPN.
Well, I heard that
and First Take.
LeBron he wants. I heard Lakers don't want to give up more first round picks.
And that says a lot for Jeannie Buss. Said Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time, and you can tell they're having problems.
Here's the thing.
They're having problems.
Here's the thing: the Lakers don't really want Kyrie Irving like that. They're gonna make this trade for LeBron James. Though.
Listen, LeBron is just like you said, Prince. Your last video. This is turning like the Avengers. He needs everybody. The Guardians of the Galaxy. He needs Captain America. He needs Black Panther. He needs Vision. Because the way it's being portrayed, LeBron's going against Thanos. Thanos got all the stones, and LeBron needs help.
But here's the thing, which team can afford KD?
He needs the Avengers. He needs all of them.
Dude, here's another thing too. Which team can afford KD?
Wait, hold on.
That's why I have a feeling that there might be like a third or fourth team in the works. I just have a feeling.
LeBron is like it looks like LeBron's supposed to be Superman of the NBA, but he's going against Darkseid. But it's going to take the entire Justice League to put him down to bring this dude down.
Nah, hey, Prince.
What up?
Prince, you still think if the Lakers get Kyrie, you think that'll be an even playing field against Golden State, and they'll be able to beat them?
Oh, mate, I don't know.
Kyrie's
They will have-
unpredictable.
They will have to
They're gonna
start.
need
He
depth.
can get hurt.
I
in
think
The
playoffs.
same with AD.
The
The same
Lakers
with
need
Anthony
depth.
Davis.
The only
The
trade
Lakers need more
would accept-
depth.
The only trade the Nets would accept would be if they give AD for their. Why would you
Oh,
accept
man,
Westbrook
Shot
for
stop. That
Kyrie?
ain't happening, man.
Yeah, Kevin Durant knows what's gonna happen if he plays with LeBron.
No, if
LeBron's
you're
gonna
the
get
Nets,
all
why
the
would you
credit, and
accept
KD's gonna
Westbrook
get
for
blamed
Kyrie?
for
That
it if
makes
they
no
fail.
sense.
You think that'll be a dumb move?
Yeah, no. If you're gonna trade for someone, it would be AD, not Westbrook.
Yeah,
What?
that's
AD's injury prone,
Oh,
bro.
Chi-Town?
So is
AD
Kyrie.
ain't
Kyrie's
no
injury
Paul
prone.
yeah, but
Gasol, man.
AD's a better player right now than Westbrook, and AD can stretch the foot.
That's what the
Westbrook will
dudes
not
was
sit with
saying,
Ben
which I was
Simmons.
laughing. Like, it was the last time Paul Gasol got injury prone
Man,
compared to
come
AD,
on.
man.
Kyrie's
AD's twice his size. He
Man.
can't be stay healthy after damn time.
Kyrie's
And he's
injury
in his
prone, too.
prime.
Kyrie's
Come
injury
on,
prone,
Ryan
too.
Hollins.
And I do agree with Genie
No,
Bucks for that
Shai
damn
does have a
tweet, but at
point.
the
Shai,
same time,
guys. His point is, if you're the Nets, if you do somehow trade KD, you should get an AD. Because here's why: AD, assuming health, can fit with a Ben Simmons because he can stretch the floor. Westbrook with Ben Simmons, they'll be throwing a lot of air mails, clunks, bricks, and all that. It'll be a brick house.
I don't trust Anthony Davis. I don't trust Anthony
Okay, but
Davis.
do you trust Kyrie?
Anyone
He's too
can get hurt, man.
unpredictable. He's too
Anyone can get
unpredictable.
hurt. Yo, Giant, anyone can get hurt, but you can't assume
No,
injury.
Kyrie
Anyone can get hurt.
But Anthony Davis
I
is the
understand,
worst
but
of
we don't
them
know if he's
all,
going to get
man.
hurt next year. We don't know.
Kyrie Irving's an injury prone player too.
Like Chi-Town said, he'd pick up basketball
He's been
since what,
injured in the
April?
playoffs like 3 or 4
And Kevin
times.
Garnett got at him for that
But
shit?
he's in the gym, but he's working hard, right? Look, I know AD's fragile, but even the reports that AD's been working hard as of late, though. So,
No,
like
but
I said,
G Money, Kyrie's injury prone too. He's been injured
exactly.
4 or 5 times.
Nah, AD's worse than
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving when it comes to injuries, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
but so is Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving injured in big moments.
It's like Kyrie just unpredictable shit, man. Next thing you know, he ain't coming up. He's not gonna play a couple of games for political reasons or whatever's going on in his
Yeah,
life.
but if
He's
you're
not
a Nets,
showing
I'd
up.
rather get AD instead of Russell Westbrook.
I agree. Facts. I agree.
When I know that both the Nets and Lakers having serious problems,
Like
especially with the
this trade
Lakers.
makes no sense. Why would you trade for Russell Westbrook? That makes
It'll be
and Laker
stupid.
fans are so
It'll be
delusional, man.
stupid.
You know what it is too? LeBron cannot build a bunch of role players to win. This proves it again. How many do you? Well, you want the entire Justice League, man? What you going against? Was he going against Dark Side and shit? He's taking over the world. He's one shot in everybody.
Now, I'm just saying the Nets are like, when you're gonna make a trade, you have to make a trade that's like realistic. You can't think of
That's
fancy
that's
trade.
smart.
This is an NBA 2K, man.
Yeah. You gotta have a smart trade.
Oh, speaking of that, you see the new 2K? They brought back MJ. MJ's in the next one, 2K23.
No, he's been in 2K. They just
What?
goes overall to 100. He's 100.
Yeah, overall, yeah, they got him in the front cover.
He's the only player to get 100, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Where's the Shaq? Where's Shaq at 100 overall in 2K2?
Yo, you know who's getting controversy over the new 2K? Draymond Green. I heard Draymond Green almost got 87 overall.
What?
Like, Draymond, yeah,
Apparently
bro.
Russell Westbrook is
Draymond Green. The last 2K games. Oh, look at his overall. Draymond Green. Some of the
Draymond's not a
players they're
bum.
ranking
Come on.
on that
He's not
game.
great, but he's not a
He a
bum.
role player, man. No. He
Look
a
at the
role player.
rankings of Draymond
No, I
Green
know
for the
he's a
last
role player, but
2K
he's not
games.
a
You gotta
scrub.
laugh.
Man, you put him in any
Russell
other team with
Westbrook
him. I mean,
overall
all right.
Well, he's with Steph Curry, so they
But-
probably
but-
give him.
but-
They
but-
I'm
up
not
his
saying
rating.
he's great, but he's not a bum, though.
But
I'm not saying he's great.
They up-
Yeah, he has
they-
flaws, but he still can help.
You should see some of the players overall, man. You'd be laughing, man.
Wait, hold on.
What's Russell Westbrook's overall?
88
But
or 86?
Wait, lower than Draymond? What?
San Antonio.
Russell Westbrook's overall is near 90, bro.
No. It's the next year is 72.
They lowered. They lowered this.
That's like he has a
They lowered this shit because of what happened. They're like, nah, bro. You couldn't do it with LeBron. You couldn't do it with Carmelo. We lowered your shit back down to 70.
We had the same. What's it called? Rick Fox on 2K had the higher overall than Russell Westbrook.
Oh shit! They lowered
Wow, that's
Westbrook back to
disrespectful.
70.
Come on, Ryan, 2K.
Yo.
But hey, that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
what's it
saying.
called? Like I said though, the Lakers are not. It's not gonna be Russell Westbrook or Kyrie.
Oh shit!
Hold on. But the Lakers they can trade West to San Antonio though.
Jeannie Bussy to put her foot down
Possibly,
because that
but the
tweet.
Spurs would just let him go.
But
If Russ
who
were
are
to get,
Brooklyn gonna get in return? This is what you need to tell me. What does
Well,
Brooklyn
it's
get
like
in
it's
return?
like the Lakers. It's like San Antonio they can get the Lakers Josh Richardson. Lakers get Kyrie. Then the other
LeBron.
then the Lakers then the Nets get some Lakers guys.
Oh, 23 NBA 2K23.
wait,
That's
the Nets only
crazy.
get a draft pick. What?
Michael
No,
The Nets don't want draft
I mean
picks.
like 2 draft picks.
They don't want draft. They've made it clear that they don't want draft picks. They want players back.
Uh-huh.
KD needs to stay in the Nets and build with the team
Well, I
and
didn't heard
win.
that. I heard
That's
they
the
want
only way to
man.
prove he could be.
Nah, they want players
Bro,
back
K
too.
Well,
going back
they've
to
confirmed they
OKC.
want draft picks.
K
They
going
don't
back
want
to
draft picks.
OKC. I got a feeling he's going back to OKC.
But they said
Not-
LeBron going back
yeah,
to
but
Cleveland.
what would
They said
what would
LeBron
the
going
what
back
would
to
the Nets get in
Cleveland.
return?
Hey,
What would the Nets get in return?
That's what I'm saying. You guys don't even. No one's.
You gotta be realistic. That's not gonna happen. What would the Nets get in return from OKC? What?
Draft picks.
Dude, they don't
Come
want
on,
draft
man.
picks.
They
So-
want
We've been
players
over this.
back. You're
Damn,
not
these
being
guys
real.
are running from
They'll
the
have to
smoke
chill
like
at
this.
SGA
Man.
and
These
Lou
guys
Dort.
don't want to
But
compete.
Bro. I know that's not gonna happen. They'll have to trade SGA and Lou
You never
Dort,
know.
man.
No, you never know. You never know.
I
Who
do
knew
know that's
Brooklyn
not
should
gonna
have-
happen.
you
I
Brooklyn
do
should
know
have-
that's not
Come
gonna
on,
happen.
man.
They should have traded
Bro.
for Cat and D'Lo.
Okay, what would the Nets get back from the Thunder if Katie goes to the? Give me what would they get back?
They might give on. Damn.
They're not trading SGA or Lou Dort. It's not gonna happen. You have to ask for one of them. The Nets have to ask for one of them, and OKC's not gonna do that though. So
And I
get that
wouldn't
out of
be
your mind.
surprised if Katie. Now that team, Katie would sit out for. He would sit out if he got traded to OKC.
Exactly. He wants to win a title. Why would he want to go play there? That can happen. There could be a 3-14 trade out there. That can happen.
Yeah, but explain to me who are Brooklyn getting back in return?
Well, like basically the best of Bush trying to get on DeAndre Ayton.
A's not going to the Nets. They had to go to like the Pacers or something. I heard A might go to Indiana.
And can't go to the Nets. The trade.
Brooklyn doesn't want him.
Fair trade. If the Timberwolves traded Cat and D'Lo for KD.
Man, that would be the most stupidest trade.
Zach, KD's not going to Miami, man. I don't think that's gonna happen. They had to trade like Lowry. Well, Brooklyn won an old Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero, man. Would he really want that though?
Wait,
Brooklyn.
Do you think this would have been a fair trade if they traded Cat and D'Lo for KD?
That could be a decent trade. They would consider D'Lo. They would consider D'Lo. I think that's a decent trade.
KD with Melo.
Yeah, the Brooklyn should have done that. That would have been a reason.
That would have been a good trade for Brooklyn.
Like, why would the Timberwolves give up their future star Edwards for a guy who's near his?
Yeah, the Jordan looking like Edwards.
Idiotic.
Man, the Jordan's twin.
Jordan looking like Michael Jordan.
They were saying that. I see the resemblance.
But do you think the Wolves will trade Karl Anthony Towns? Do you think they will? I doubt it.
I mean, it depends on what they get in return.
Shit.
You'd have to get something really good.
Well, hold on. I trade Chi-Town for KD.
So they should get one Melo, right? They should get one Melo name trade with KD.
No, why would you trade your young future star for a guy who's near the end of his career?
He's 33 years old right now.
Yeah, he probably has 3 years left, and I think he probably has one last good year.
So I'm saying, KD doesn't have like his own dynasty where he could just like, yo, I did it at 33 years old. I got a championship.
In the next year, I don't think KD will be a top 5 player anymore, and within 1 to 2 years.
Ooh.
Possibly.
It's a high possibility.
It's possible. Luka's coming. Trae Young's coming. The other guys are coming.
In 1 or 2 years, he will not be a top 5 player in the league.
Giannis, John Morant, Zion. You got all these guys. You got the Mavericks. I mean, you got
The
it's
Denver
not
Chicken
happening,
Nuggets.
bro. It's not happening, KD. And LeBron see it coming. That's why LeBron's trying to
Yeah,
get all
another thing
this.
about Timberwolves. I don't know how Cat and Rudy Gobert is gonna work at all.
That's why LeBron's trying to form his own
I think
Justice
they're
League or
working. I think
Avengers
they
because
can
he see
work in the
everything
regular
coming.
season, but not in the playoffs. I
Man,
think
But
can work in the
who
regular
cares
season,
about
but not in
Rudy
the
Yogi?
playoffs.
Rudy Yogi.
but
LeBron could
here's the
get the
thing,
Hulk. He'll
teams
get the Hulk.
they're gonna get exposed if teams go small ball on them. They'll get exposed like crazy.
Yeah,
True that.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. At
Zach,
this point,
Katie's not going to Boston. You really think Boston's gonna really trade
what?
Jalen Brown at this point?
Or
I don't
Tatum
think
and all
Boston's
these
gonna do
guys.
that though. You have to be
Man,
realistic.
That's
Boston's not
disgusting.
trading
I feel what
Jalen
they.
Brown.
Why would he go to a team that dismantled you in the first round? They folded you,
It's
bro.
not gonna happen, Z.
That is the most weakest move I've
And come
ever
on, would they want
seen,
an
man.
old Al Horford? Like I know Al Horford had a good playoffs,
Yo,
but you think they would want an old Al Horford, Brooklyn?
that's gonna be a
man,
stain in
That's
KD's
not gonna
resume
happen.
again. If he joins a team that beat him again, then you got knocked the
I
nah,
get
man.
Boston a Big Mac and some French fries.
Boston's not trading Jalen Brown. You gotta be
You know,
realistic.
Kyrie Irving should have stayed in Boston. That's what Kyrie
Hell
should have
no.
done.
Hell
He
Like,
should have
no.
Dini, do you
stayed in
think
Boston.
Boston's gonna trade Jalen Brown? I don't think that would happen for KD.
Kyrie
Hell
should have
no.
stayed
No,
in
they're not. They're
Boston.
not trading that youth away. Yeah.
He probably
Besides,
regret
the
leaving
Celtics were 2
Boston.
wins
He
away from a
regret
title, though. Why would they want to blow it up? All the Celtics
Kyrie.
need was a point guard and another shot creator.
Kyrie. I'm just saying, Kyrie has just regretted it. That's all I'm saying. Because after what just happened the first round with KD, he's probably thinking, "Damn, I should never left in the first place."
Man, at this point, just send Katie to McDonald's or something.
And get what in return? A Happy Meal, a Big Mac, and get a Big Mac.
Nope. No, ice cream cone.
What?
Ice cream cone.
Man, you making it sound like Kevin Durant is a bum.
Durant's
He's
still a
not
great
bum.
player, man.
He said
Durant's still a
KD
great
soft,
player.
man. He does not know. He's not
You gotta
competitive.
realize he has 2 or 3 great years left. He's not
I
gonna be
can see
a
that.
great player.
Man, I'll trade Chi-Town for Katie and some extra
KD,
picks, too.
KD's probably gonna focus on his offense, but his defense is just not gonna be there.
Imagine Katie on the Bulls, though.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
But I know, yeah, it would be nice, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's
he
gonna
wanna get
happen.
They're to
his.
trade like DeRozan, Vucevic, Pat Williams, Kobe White, some picks.
Or Katie with the Hornets or the Grizzlies, though, and the Grizzlies.
Oh, another thing I'm hearing. I heard that KD disappeared. I'm hearing all over the place that he's off social media. He disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that for the past week now that Kevin Durant disappeared.
Well, I'm saying trade Patrick Williams, Vucevic,
probably on
and
that
Kobe
Kyrie
White
stuff.
for KD.
Yeah, but I don't think you could trade Levine now. I don't think so. Since he gave him the
No,
5-year
not
extension.
Levine, I love Vucevic. I'm talking about
Oh yeah,
Vucevic.
Vucevic, Pat Williams. Who else?
Kobe White.
Okay,
Oh,
and some picks, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Patrick Williams still has
come on,
potential to
Zach.
be
Bro,
a star.
Zach.
Let me see. Zach thinks Katie to Denver for for Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, and KCP. I don't think Katie's going to Denver. I don't think that's going to happen.
All right, you know what? If KD needs so much help,
He's not going to Denver.
He should
First
go
of
to
all,
the. Go ahead. Now saying that if KD needs so much help, because this is the narrative, they need so much help. Him and LeBron.
I don't see Katie going to Denver. You got to be realistic, man. First of all, Michael Porter just came of back surgery, and do you think they really want KCP and Aaron Gordon, man, and an old Jeff Green? Like seriously, that he's not going there. I don't think. What do you think, Shaitan, about that potential trade Zach said? Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, Jeff Green, and KCP for KD.
I think that's too much.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think these guys want to play with KD like that, man, because they're gonna know the.
Would the Nets want to injure Michael Porter? Nah, man. And average KCP and this version of Aaron Gordon is inconsistent, and an old Jeff Green again. I don't think that's gonna happen.
MPJ still has like potential though.
No, Michael Porter is good, but I'm saying that we don't know he's gonna look back from injury. That's what I'm saying. He's good, but I'm saying that we don't know how he's gonna look when he comes back. He hasn't played in a year though. He didn't play since what, early this season? I just don't think that trade's gonna happen.
What the hell? Two Prince Ford?
Hey, this double wow, the twosome.
Yeah,
Double trouble.
Prince got twin brother, man. He just
Yeah,
kept it as a secret, and he wanted to surprise us and stuff.
yeah.
It's fixed now.
He did a
I
Matrix,
had
man. He just did a
I had to
Matrix.
switch. I had to switch from my
Man.
laptop to my desk. Yeah, I had to do a because my laptop is dying, so I had to go to the tablet.
Man,
What are your
But
twin
go ahead.
brother?
Yeah, continue talking.
All right, you know what, KD should. You know what,
My twin
KD.
brother
You should
from the
join Zion.
multiverse.
Go join Zion.
yeah.
That would be nice. KD joining New Orleans would be nice. The only thing the Pelicans would have to do is trade Ingram, maybe Herb Jones, maybe Larry Nance, and some picks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might
That
have
I
to
can
do
see that though. Yeah,
His third option would be CJ McCollum. Not bad, right?
yeah, that's
Zion.
good. I would like seeing that. Yeah, that'd be nice. You keep Alvarado. They just need to just getting pieces off the bench. It'll be straight if they were to get KD.
Yeah, he's been MIA for a while now. I think he just got tired of
And
the
you have
media just
Valanciunas
tackling
still on that team. Yeah,
But yo,
I can see that.
Chi-Town, you got to see at least one of those guys going. If you
Oh,
don't see
yeah.
both.
Yes, Chi-Town.
Yo, did y'all see Skip?
Kyrie's gone.
These teams don't have the money to offer these guys. They don't have, teams
But you
don't have
don't-
money for KD.
We don't know what's going to happen in the future, though. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. These teams can change their mind.
I just remember, yo, did y'all see the Skip Bayless got beef with Kevin Durant's brother or some shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw the tweet. Dudes was talking about like, oh shit, Skip Bayless called him out.
I don't know why Skip Bayless.
And then Kevin Durant's brother just telling him to back off or some shit, and Skip Bayless called them out. He said, "Yo, you didn't even fulfill your."
Yeah.
Let me ask G-Money, do you think? Do you think? Are you following Chi-Town? Do you think both of those guys stay, or at least one leaves?
I have a weird feeling that Kyrie's going to be a Laker. I didn't think that would happen at first, but the more I thought about it, watched videos, and look at the trade scenarios, I think he really wants to be a Laker.
Lakers are divided in the office.
G-Money, the only player they trade Kyrie away from for on that team would be AD. They're not trading him for Russell Westbrook.
I mean, true, but like I said, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe they're going to change their mind. You don't know.
Franchise in history. If they trade for Russell Westbrook,
that trade happen. You gotta get
They could be a 3-14 trade out there.
The Lakers are divided right now. There's a lot of infighting
They
going
could be
on.
a 3-14 trade out there, so we don't know what's going to happen in Chi-Town.
Yeah, but like I said, you have to look at the perspective of what are they getting in return.
Kai wants to go back to the guy after he freaking left LeBron in Cleveland. Unbelievable.
Like people are making these fancy trades where one team
Unbelievable.
is like not getting anything at all and getting like a bag of chips.
Okay, Zach thinks Katie to Dallas for Spencer Dinwiddie, Tim Hardaway, Dwight Powell,
Dallas.
That's not going to happen.
Joker.
Come on, that's not going to happen. Get out of here.
Joker.
Guess what? Though? This is not the first time that we've seen bad trades go down in the NBA. If you get a third team, they get finesse. Anything can happen.
Katie to Jack in the Box.
Kevin Durant, man, I'm sorry, man. Lost mad respect for this guy, man. Like, oh my God, where is your competitiveness?
Katie ain't going to San Antonio. Stop it.
Jesus Christ, these guys, bro.
The Spurs not getting no top players. They're rebuilding. They're the only team in the league.
They want to get the number 1 pick next year, man. They might tank for the number 1 pick next year.
Yeah, they're tanking for a 7-year guy from France.
Mm-hmm.
And they said this guy is the real deal. I guess he's going to be.
Here's another. You know what about this? Would you guys trade Paul George for Kevin Durant?
Man,
I would consider about the Clippers. I would consider.
Nah, Kawhi should stick with Paul George. Because
Paul George is injury prone too, right? PG's injury prone too. We're going for that logic. He missed 51 games this past season.
You think Kawhi's going to play with KD? It could work?
I mean, I think it's possible.
I don't think so.
Please do not start.
What do you think, Chi-Town? I would consider that trade you.
And guess what? If that happens, and the narrative's going to be pushed that Kawhi needed KD to win championships.
At this point, I don't think KD cares, man. Otherwise, he wouldn't have requested a trade in the first place.
KD. Yeah.
I think that would probably be a fair trade. Paul George for Kevin Durant.
Nah.
I think that's a pretty
Clippers, man.
Oh nah.
We're not saying it's going to happen. We're saying that be a good trade for both teams. We're not saying it's going to happen, but we're saying that.
Well,
that
Kevin
could be a good trade for
Durant
both
probably
teams.
should go. I don't know. He probably should go to the Bulls, like I said. Maybe he should go to the Bulls.
or the Phoenix Suns.
And Kyrie should go to Denver.
That's not gonna happen, man. Kyrie to Denver, man.
The Denver Chicken Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, so let me see this, right? Zach thinks Katie to Philly for Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, Shake Milton. That's not a good no.
But
No.
James Harden
That's not
again?
fair.
After
They
James
got
No, no,
Harden
no,
done
no, no,
that?
no. There's no
they
Harden. No,
got
no,
the
no,
Phoenix
no, 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 no,
Suns.
no. No, hear me out, hear me out. Zach thinks Katie to Philly for Shake Milton, Tobias Harris, and Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle. I don't think that's gonna happen though.
Man,
You had to trade
Zach is a
James
James
Harden.
Harden fan.
You had to trade
Yo,
James
hold on
Harden.
for
James Harden.
is Octavius.
Octavius, man.
Octavius,
What's up,
is
man?
that
He,
you?
he's gone.
What's up? What's up, Dr.
You had
Octavius?
to
No,
trade James Harden, and
okay,
Philly's not gonna
okay,
trade
okay.
Tyrese Maxey. Trust me, Philly's
Well,
not gonna
James
trade
Harden
Tyrese
just took a
Maxey.
huge pay cut.
And it's gonna be problems too if that happened. James
Katie to
Harden gonna
Orlando
butt
Magic.
heads.
But right,
Someone say, Octavius said Katie to Orlando Magic.
never.
The
Yeah, it'll
Magic?
happen in 2K. It'll happen in 2K.
2K.
Yeah,
223.
Imagine,
Overall rating
Yeah.
95%.
Uh-huh.
imagine
Overall
Katie to the New York
rating.
Knicks.
Surprise KD tweet and be like, yo, my overall is 78%.
Ain't
What y'all
gonna
talking
lie.
about? Overall should be at
Hey, yo,
95%.
are you guys believing reports that LeBron won't sign until they sign Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, she did say
He
that.
gonna leave.
Psych
This is
a
what
lot.
LeBron's gonna do. He don't want to build with the young talent. He wants
I
all
think
the Avengers on
I
his
think
team.
LeBron's gonna wait anyway after the season. No matter if they get Kyrie or not, I think he's gonna wait after the season anyway to see how the Lakers look.
He's
Yeah,
trying to
he
form
tried
his
to
Avengers, man.
yeah, LeBron tried to play LeBron he tried to play with
He's
his
trying to
son.
get Thor and all these guys on one team.
Wait, so
Hmm.
do you guys think
LeBron tried to
LeBron will
play with
finish
his
his career
son.
with
That's
Cleveland?
why.
I don't know. I think it's good. I don't know about that. I think he's gonna finish his career with his son. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
I
to
heard he
say.
might go back to Cleveland. I've been
I
hearing
think
that for
that's
the
all
past
fantasy. I
year.
don't know
He needs to go back to
how that
Cleveland.
work at all.
Yo, what about Melo,
Zach,
Money? He was hanging out with James Dolan. Carmelo Anthony was hanging
I
out with
don't
James
think
Dolan. This could be
I don't think I think he goes to New York in the future, just not this coming season, just in the
Like,
future, but not this
so
coming
like
season.
let's say Bronny gets drafted by like the Warriors. You're telling me LeBron's gonna go to the Warriors too?
Hell no.
Ew, oh, if he did that,
Pretend
oh my God.
that gets tricky with me. The Warriors have to blow up their team for LeBron for that to happen. That gets tricky with me.
Well, they're gonna have to, you know
What if,
what?
like,
They got to give up Wiggins and then trade LeBron and put
what if
Wiggins
They
and
Bronny gets
might have to
drafted
Wiggins.
by
lose
the
like Clay
Warriors?
Thompson too. They might have to lose like Clay Thompson or Draymond.
No.
So they got to
Yeah,
get rid of Wiggins to get LeBron.
Yeah, but it's not just Wiggins. You have to get rid of like Clay or Pooh. You have to like blow up half your team for LeBron.
And they're gonna form a
Yeah.
Justice League and they're gonna beat down the entire league.
Wait, did this one graduate high school yet or no?
I tell you, stop
That's a
snoring,
troll.
Yeah,
man.
but Zach, Zane's signing 2 year extension. He's not going anywhere, man.
Come on, Dr. Octavius.
He's not gonna.
Wait,
He's not going
did
anywhere.
Bronny graduate
I
high
think
school
that's a
yet or
troll.
no?
I don't think that's the real Octavius. That
What'd
gotta
you
be
say,
a troll.
Shot Time?
Did his son graduate high school yet or no?
I graduated college. Are you
No,
talking
no.
about Bronny?
I'm talking about
Oh,
Bronny.
Bronny?
Yeah.
Bronny,
He's still
yeah.
in high
I think
school.
so. I think so. I don't know. I think so. I have no
So
idea.
then he's probably gonna be in a draft by next year, I'm guessing, right?
Probably. And also, Zach, Dane's signed a 2 year extension with Portland. He's not going anywhere, man. So then I don't think that's gonna happen. But
Well, you
I
heard
don't
what
know.
happened with his he had a fallout with one of the with a GM.
Who are you talking about? The Blazers?
Yeah, didn't he have something with the owner or GM or something like that?
I think so. I'm not fully sure.
Apparently, he tried messaging her and she didn't respond to any of his texts or emails.
That's kind of disrespectful by her.
Hey, yo, Shot. I got a blast for the past interview. You know who I love to see? It may never happen, but I would love it. Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan to have a sit down because they always know at each other.
No.
I saw the
That'd
recent thing. Isaiah Thomas called him out.
Yeah, yo, that'd be funny to the core just to see.
Did you
those
see
Jordan's
them
not
at
gonna do
the
it.
NBA 75 anniversary at the All Star?
40-year
Yeah,
beef,
they
man.
fought each
40-year
other.
beef. 40 years, yo.
Real,
Michael
man.
Jordan
They
got
don't
him
like
in
each
cold
other.
Damn, they don't
How
like
you could
each other.
keep a beef for 30 years? I think that's
40. He's 40, bro.
That's such a long time to be beefing.
Yo, Skip Bayless and Shannon Shaw was just like, yo,
Didn't,
listen.
I forgot about this.
Imagine,
Didn't Isaiah
imagine
coach
Skip Bayless
his
and
team
LeBron sit
in the
down.
03 All-Star game?
Mm.
Nah, they're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
sit down and talk, man. Jordan's not doing it. Jordan's ego and his pride. Nah, I'm not. I'm Jordan. I'm not sitting with no Isaiah Thomas. That motherfucker's a scumbag. He didn't want him in the dream team and all this. And Isaiah Thomas got back on Twitter and just started calling him Mal, you a liar and all this. Yo, this.
Yeah, Isaiah
You
Thomas,
saw, yo, the
he's a Jordan
65th
hater.
anniversary at the All Star game. They kept their distance, bro. But Jordan, like, they didn't want to talk. Even
but
Oakley called them out. Charles Oakley wants some smoke with Isaiah
Well,
Thomas.
Jaron Pippen didn't want to go there either because Pippen didn't want to face Michael.
Pippen is a
yeah, but
scrub, man.
Scottie Pippen.
Scared as hell.
chill.
Jordan showed up.
Scotty's not a
Y'all didn't want
scrub.
to show up.
Chill. Scott, you said Scottie Pippen's a scrub?
Yeah, for not doing that. They were not doing it. I'm sorry. He should have showed up.
That's
He
disrespectful,
should have.
man.
Nah, G Money, he should have showed up. And Jordan showed
Bro,
up.
I
Charles
understand
Barkley there.
Scotty was in. Look, I understand Scotty was streaky, but he was still a good versatile defender. He was still a great passer as a forward.
He
was
couldn't
still
show
hit
up.
the-
He couldn't show up like a man
So-
to face MJ.
No, I
but
think
that-
I think you guys are talking about two different things, G Money. I think he's mentioning why he didn't show up at the anniversary.
does not mean he's a scrub, though. I don't understand what you're
I'm not
talking
saying
about.
Scott Pippen scrub like as a player for not doing
No, he's
that.
talking
for
about
being-
like as a person.
Yeah, for not showing up and going face to face. He didn't want to meet.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't want to. He didn't want to. Yeah, that's what
Okay,
I meant.
I understand that, but say
Yeah.
it clearly. If you're gonna speak your mind, speak your mind clearly, not just he's a
No, I
scrub.
think. Wait, did you say he's a scrub or scrum or scrum?
Scrub.
Nah, man, Sky Pippen should have showed up and faced Mike.
He
That's what
said
I'm saying.
scrub. He said
Oh, I
scrub.
thought he said scum. I thought he said scum.
Nah, not
No, he
scum. Not
said
scum.
scrub.
Not scum. Nah.
But yo, Chi-Town, as a guy that's from Chicago, you're a Bulls fan. What do you think of this Isaiah Thomas and Jordan never-ending beef?
Well, here's the thing, because remember in the 03 All-Star game, Isaiah Thomas was coaching the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, at that time I heard that they were didn't really have beef and they like met eye to eye because it was last year and it was an All-Star
Bro,
game.
Michael Jordan wouldn't even give that guy a handshake. Remember when he hit that clutch shot over Sean Marion and Isaiah Thomas was going to him to try to compliment him? Jordan didn't even pay him no attention. That was
You
even
talking
Well,
about 03? You talking about the All-Star?
the All-Star game, yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the last All-Star game Jordan
His
did.
last
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All-Star
I
game.
remember that.
And he hit that shot over Sean
Well, I'm
Marion.
surprised Isaiah Thomas even got to coach that team in the first place.
Yeah, he did coach it.
You know, but he claims that, hey, Michael said the beef started in '85 when, you know, he was in the All-Star game and they froze him
I
out.
think that's how
That's how it
Jordan
started. The
exaggerated
beef. It
what-
started when he
you gotta-
shook Jordan's hand. Jordan
Yeah,
took
but
that shit
then-
personal.
You have to take. He was a rookie. You don't. When a rookie's in an All-Star game, you're not gonna feed him the ball. When you're a
Right.
veteran,
Right.
Right.
And he
you
didn't
gotta
want to
take
shake
him on
his
Isaiah
hand either.
Thomas,
So
Larry
that
Bird.
also set
they're
off
veterans.
Jordan.
They're not gonna have a rookie take the most shots.
Right.
Right. I have
On
a
top of that,
question.
Isaiah Thomas confirmed. He said that that's fake because I got injured in the second half. So how could I shut him out when I didn't play for one half? Because I got injured.
Mm. Oh, so you
And
think Jordan's the liar in this case?
I think that that All-Star shutout. I think he's just exaggerating because here's another thing. He's a rookie. When a rookie's coming up in the All-Star game, he's not gonna be taking more shots than veterans like Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
Right.
Those guys were
Mm.
veterans at the time.
Well, Isaiah Thompson shake Jordan's hand, so
Larry
that
Bird was the
started
MVP
from
of
there.
the league. So
That
why would
started
a
from there.
rookie get more shots than the MVP of the league?
True.
Now that too, Isaiah Thomas got into it with Scottie Pippen too. Scottie Pippen trying to act like he didn't. I'm like, he got
Well,
into it with him
Scotty
too.
hates him more than Jordan hates Isaiah.
Isaiah Thomas already made fun of him a while back.
At least
of
Jordan
Scottie
said that
Pippen.
he has respect for Isaiah as a player. Scotty doesn't even respect him as
Charles
a player.
Oakley don't like this dude either.
Right.
Because Jordan still said he's the top 3 shooting guard, top 3 point guard.
Point guard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Is Isaiah Thomas better than CP3? I got him over CP3.
Yes.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
now. Yes.
Somebody told
Yes.
me.
No question.
Yeah.
Yes.
CP3.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, he's better.
All right, because there's some people believe that Chris Paul is better than Isaiah Thomas.
If you believe that, you don't know
What's new?
basketball. If you
What's
believe that,
new,
your
bro?
opinions are valid.
All I know
They-
is
they be
you
looking
got
at
Curry
Curry
fans
analytics,
putting
that's why.
Curry top 5 and
The
top 10
only
after the
thing
fourth
Chris Paul's better
championship.
than
Man.
IT is passing. That's it. But
Well,
IT
no,
is a
they
better
only
That's
got
player.
ranked
boring.
because of
I see,
analytics.
man. You see Curry Fest
But
put.
CP3 has some great like analytical numbers.
Mm.
Well, you got a lot of
Right.
these guys already rank high in this era, man. You know it.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of disrespectful a little bit because I was like,
It, it
hold up now.
is.
He's not better than Isaiah Thomas. Some people actually
Thomas
think,
better
Well, I saw a
defender,
list
better
where
clutch player.
Bleacher Report had a top 50 list. Guess where they had Isaiah Thomas ranked?
where
Let me guess. Out of the top 50,
They had him ranked 45 or something like that.
that is
Why?
horrible. What?
You talking about?
that,
That's probably Nick Wright. Nick Wright had his own top 50,
No,
and
Nick Ray
he.
actually had him
No,
as
no, no.
like
It's Bleacher
Nick
Report. It's
Rice
Bleacher
is
Report we're talking about. It's Bleacher
overrated.
Report.
no, Nick Ray actually said he's top 15 last 50 years. So he has
Yeah, Isaiah is top 15. Yeah.
yeah, but what's
Yeah,
it
he
called?
is top
Bleacher Report
15.
had him
Say
ranked
it's
as
top
40.
45.
That's their list.
Their list is stupid.
That's their
And
list.
then they
We all
ranked
know
Kobe
Okay.
Bryant at
Just
14.
because it's their list, it can still be a dumb list.
And then Bleacher Report had
we
Kobe
all know
Bryant
Bleacher.
ranked 14th all time.
There
Man,
you
that's
go.
stupid.
Kobe Bryant 14th.
Man, I was
And that's
pissed off.
disrespectful to me. He's top 10.
Kobe
Man,
Bryant top
Man,
14.
Kobe's
Because
number
you know
two
what
in
it
my
is, so I
opinion.
mean, what they gonna say? He didn't win more MVPs. That's gonna be their
No,
argument.
no.
That's
They
what.
look at these like analytical numbers. They didn't, like they'll say he wasn't efficient. He didn't have
Uh-huh.
like win shares and
And,
stuff like that.
and if
It
you
goes
really
back
think
to the
about it,
stats. The
Kobe,
stats.
if
Yeah.
and if you really think about it, Kobe shot 45% or higher multiple times before the Achilles. So if you for a shooting guard at the time, it was efficient. Kobe was really efficient before the Achilles. If you actually watch the games, he shot
Well,
45%, which is high for a shooting guard before the Achilles.
G Money, they love their stats and numbers. This is what they do with LeBron for their argument.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying that Kobe was efficient before the Achilles. That's what I'm saying.
No, but
Yeah,
they love these like
okay.
vor win shares stuff like that. PR
Yeah.
box plus
it's
nine.
advanced metrics. It's advanced
Yeah,
metrics, which
and you
I
know
don't
the
like
funny thing
advanced
is
metrics.
these
I like
metrics were made by
traditional
like
stats.
random people. These people were made by
Yo,
random people.
Chi-Town. Chi-Town, there's two forms of that. There's advanced metrics, then there's traditional stats. Traditional stats have more value than advanced metrics. Advanced metrics, they just slide off. They're sequels to traditional stats. You're just making up extra stats as you go along.
Yeah, they could
And
say like Bill Russell got
I
what
think
20,
the pure
30,000
stats will be
rebounds, and that
easily
makes him,
manipulated
the
because we
greatest center
saw
of all
Russell
time because
Westbrook
of
and
his
LeBron does
rebound
with those
numbers.
stats.
say that again, Chi-Town?
Those pure stats, they're way more easy to manipulate though.
What, traditional stats?
Yeah, because a guy like LeBron in these blowout situations, he's putting up all
Right.
these numbers, but they're in blowout situations. Like that
Good
series
point.
against the Spurs, everyone always mentions he averaged like 28, 8, and
But
something like that.
but his numbers came in, and I want to add to your point. Did you know LeBron scored 51 out of his total 81 points when the Heat were down by 15 or more
Did
in
you
games
know? I have a
3.5?
more better stat for you.
Right?
When Kawhi
Yeah.
was on him on isolation, he was averaging 9 points a game with Kawhi Leonard guarding him.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, he ain't lying.
But see, that still is a form of traditional stats because you're looking at stats that actually matter. We're not talking about, all these extra stats that don't
Well,
matter.
look at this. Will Chamberlain,
No, I'm just saying with those stats,
31,419 and 7
they can easily
points.
manipulate them.
Oh yeah,
Rebounds.
stats in general could be manipulated. That's why you need to watch the game and see
And
how a
use
player.
context and eye
Let's see.
test.
Will
Yeah,
Chamberlain
that depends.
rebounds 23,924 first rebound. They love those numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
we
know,
all
funny
know
thing
Bleacher
too, Oscar
Report don't know
Robertson
50
is
basketball.
point
because
games.
I
Will
remember
Chamberlain
Oscar Robertson is
118 and
considered the top
first.
10 player of all
50
time.
point games.
Say that again, Shy.
No, and this stuff kind of hurts Oscar Robertson because he was considered a top 10 player of all time because he was averaging a
Yeah, it
triple
was.
double, and Westbrook broke that, and now people don't. His value went so low because of that too.
Hmm.
Yeah, we all know Bleacher Report don't know nothing about basketball.
Yeah, so the list is invalid to me anyway. So yeah.
Man, Kobe is
Yeah, it's
Kobe.
just
Kobe,
Kobe's
he's
top
number
10 at
10 of all
least.
time.
Kobe's
Kobe
top
is
10.
yeah. In my opinion, he's number 2.
You can make an argument. You can make a case.
Man, LeBron is number 4 in my opinion, or
You can
5.
make a case. Yeah, LeBron should be in your top 5, but I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, full. It's just so to me are just LeBron James fans.
Right.
Mm.
I don't think Kobe's top 2, but you have a case why he is. You can make a case with his career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the man's still trying to make
Here's
Curry a
another
top
two
10
two. And
player.
I know it's KG being a lot of people's top 10.
If you have Kevin Garnett in your top 10, you literally do not know the game. Look, Garnett is a good player. That
Wait,
he was
hold
a
on.
good
Who
player.
has Kevin Garnett in their top 10? I never heard that.
Have you
Secret
heard of
Boy,
Ben
I
Taylor
think.
thinking basketball?
Who?
No. But I
Thinking
barely hear
basketball.
anybody say Kevin Garnett is in their top 10. I've
No,
been
there's these
getting
new
top 10 since
There's
day
like
some
one.
analytic
people who
nerds.
do. There's some.
No, there's
Yeah,
these new
some.
Must be
analytic
a very
nerds
rare.
that are into like peak and longevity. Like they value your peak and your longevity,
Which
and
is
based on that, they say,
crazy.
Okay.
I like Garnett, but
Yeah.
he's not a top 10 player. Like,
He,
let's be logical. He's not top 10.
yeah, he's
honestly,
in my
Oh yeah,
top
that's
I
a
think
new one
15
to
Giannis
or
me.
surpassed
20.
him.
I could agree with that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett, he's in my top 15 or 20.
Garnett's my like, top 40, top 45 for me around that.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a top 5 power forward of all time. I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
top
I
10
agree with
all
that.
time.
I can agree with that.
They
Yeah.
had
Oh,
him over.
God.
I saw one list, Prince. He was above Magic
Mhm.
Johnson, Larry Bird, and Kobe Bryant.
What?
Who?
What?
Garnett? What?
No way, bro. You got to
That be
show me
on.
I'm
that.
not joking.
That be the
Somebody
type of
say
person
that.
on TikTok.
Because you know how Magic Johnson and Larry Bird don't have longevity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So based on that, they think Kevin Garnett's better.
No, they don't
Jeez.
know
That's
basketball.
crazy. Wow.
That is
That's crazy.
disrespectful and idiotic to say the least. I mean, come on.
It's not about how long you play. It's about what you're doing while you're playing in your prime. That's all that
Thank
matters.
you.
Thank you. Fine.
Period.
I like KG, but in his prime, he didn't win a playoff series. In his prime, excuse me, he only won 2 playoff series in Minnesota, and that was literally in 2004 when he got to the conference final. But other than that, before '04, he never got out the first round until he went to
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until he got
That's
traded to
fact.
Boston. Yes, KG is a good player. We're not denying his talent, but he's not no top 10 player. Come on.
That's
Like,
crazy. That's crazy, man. Man. Yo, what about Donovan Mitchell? Because I know the Jazz is kind of weird. They're kind of rebuilding, then they're not. Do you think they trade him or they keep him?
I think I have a weird feeling he's going to be gone. I don't see Spider staying. I just think he's going to be traded. I just have a
Yeah.
feeling.
Same.
Mm.
He probably yeah.
Or
Spy
probably to like
Mitchell, you might.
Miami.
Yeah, Spy Mitchell. You might have to go to Miami or something.
It has to be Miami. Some people say New York, but I just don't see that trade happening. So I think it's likely to expect Mitchell to be in Miami Heat uniform
Yeah.
next year.
Okay,
That'd
he
be
might as
crazy.
well go to Phoenix. He might as well go to Phoenix. KD.
Not gonna happen. You had to trade
No,
like Devin Booker, but not gonna
no,
happen.
no. I'm talking about KD.
Oh, KD. Oh, yeah. I think that's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
if I had to make a guess, I think KD will be a Sun. I think Mitchell's gonna be in Miami. I think Kyrie's gonna be a Laker. If KD doesn't go to Phoenix, he might stay in Brooklyn. But
But G Money, look at this as the Nets' point of view. They would have lost James Harden, Kevin Durant,
crazy.
Kyrie Irving, and probably potentially Ben Simmons, all in one sitting. You know how many? That's a lot of players to lose. These are all stars and
Crazy.
superstars, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
What franchise loses all these players?
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's
The
a
Nets will
dumb
go into
owner.
shambles unless they get unless they either try to convince Kyrie and KD to stay, which I don't think they will, or they just get a good trade out of it. Like maybe get like a Mikal Bridges, a Cam Johnson, a Spider Mitchell, or something like that. This team's going to shambles.
Yeah.
When?
Oh yeah, I was saying about that KG thing. The excuse they use is that KG didn't have a good team.
Lies. He had
He
Sam
did.
Cassell. He had Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah, he did have a good team.
He had good teams, but even then, they should have got out the first round. He only won 2 playoff series in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
And another thing I was saying too, in Boston too, there are games where Big Baby was performing bigger than him.
at times, yes. And even then,
Yeah.
Boston won 1 title with KG. 1.
Yeah.
There should have been the Boston should have the Celtics should have dominated more, not just win one measly championship.
Yeah.
They should at least had two at the most.
20. There should have been the Lakers in 2010. There should have been
Yeah.
the Lakers in 2010.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even 2012, you can make an argument it could have been the Heat. They're at a 3-2 lead going home. If you really think about it, the Celtics could have gone to the finals in 2012, and who knows? Maybe they would have been the Thunder. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. But oh yeah, did y'all watch some of the summer league? Shad Holmgren?
Yeah, here and there. I watched some of it. It's pretty exciting. Yeah.
People are
Yeah,
saying
it's,
he's the next
it's
Kevin
pretty
Durant.
exciting.
Chet
He's the next-
Holmgren?
Yeah, that's what people are saying.
Wow.
I ain't gonna
Yo.
lie.
Do you think it's worth this? I don't think I think the Spurs are going a little crazy over a 7-2 guy from France.
I don't like tanking. If you're San Antonio, I don't like tanking. Like if you're the Spurs, you might get on paper that guy could be good, but he could be a bum in the league. So it's like I don't like tanking, man.
Yeah. 7-2 is hard to figure out because if you're 7-2 and so-called athletic, your body will break down a little faster.
Yeah.
I can't think of a guy 7-2 that could be really that athletic.
Well, that's why he's getting the KD because KD's like what 7 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why he's getting all the KD comparisons because they're both tall. They both
KD's
are.
like 6'11" though. Yeah.
He's 6'11", KD.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I heard something. I thought he admitted he was 7 feet.
Nah,
he's
6'11".
6'11",
Okay.
but 7'2", and you want to play like Kevin Durant? You're gonna have to be a perimeter player. Come on.
I mean, the game is changing too. The game is changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta stretch the floor now.
Yeah, but that's
Everyone.
still hard to do for a
Everyone these days try to
7'2".
be like Steph Curry.
You know, what if the 7'2" guy is a little slow-footed? I mean, I can't imagine him having that. If he's 7'2" with that athletic ability to be a perimeter player, that's something crazy. That's something.
Well, how tall is Jokic?
Huh?
How tall
Jokic?
is Yeah.
Let me check. Give me some time, okay? Let me
Jokic
check.
got probably be like
now.
6'10".
No, I got it. Give me some time. The Joker, let me see. He has to be 6 feet.
He's 6'11".
Oh, he's 6'11" too. Like KD, okay.
But here, I know they're both two different players, but Shaq he had a lot of athleticism too in his early career.
Fast.
Oh yes, especially the '90s Shaq from '92 when he got. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This guy.
But they were different players.
Oh, my fault. KD 6'10". Oh, my fault. KD 6'10". My fault. Kevin Durant 6'10".
Some of that you have to look at like some of those lists lie because I remember Westbrook's 6'3" on paper, but apparently he's 6'5" in real life.
Wow.
Because apparently he grew from when he was in high school. No, when he graduated.
I'm going around 6'11" for KD. Just looking at him, I'm gonna say he about 6'11".
Yeah.
You can make
No, because Westbrook when he got drafted he was 6'3", but apparently he grew 2 inches extra.
Right.
Hey,
so I think that might be the same case for KD.
AD was a guard, and he growed up to be 7 foot. AD was like what 6'5"? He grew like 8 to 7 inches. That's crazy. He used to be.
Well, so was Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was 6'2" in college, and he became 6'7".
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, AD needs to wear some
a lot of
high
milk. Milk does a body good. I guess.
AD it's like AD. He needs to wear some high tops.
Facts.
Word. But yeah, man, we about to be up out of here, man. I wanted to describe the difference between Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving's contract situation. You know, one guy was deep in the contract, another guy is not. This is why I don't go. This is why I don't go hard on Kyrie Irving. Is I'm going for Kevin Durant because it's kind of unprofessional to take somebody's money, sign a 4-year contract, then ask for a trade. I mean, basketball is becoming like, oh, I don't want to play for you. I played 25 games. Let me leave. I mean, it's so unprofessional.
2K.
And here's another thing too. People are comparing him to LeBron, but at least LeBron got a championship for every franchise he played in.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Here's
the thing, Chi-Town. LeBron fulfills his contracts. He only
and LeBron played out his contracts. Yeah,
he plays out his contract. He signs his contract. He gives you 4 years what he said he's going to do, and he does it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even that. For me, the fact that he's won a championship in every franchise. So he left, yeah, but at least he delivered a championship. So the team
Yeah.
got something in return. Like Miami, Lakers, Cleveland, they all won championships. KD didn't win
But here's
in
the funny
Brooklyn.
part about it, though, Chi-Town. The Nets gave Kevin Durant all he want. And
But
even if they trade for Kyrie Irving, you still probably get some good, solid role players with Ben Simmons and a good depth.
Mm-hmm.
You should still be solid with that. I mean, the Nets are
That's
not a
still
bad.
that's still a playoff team. Yeah.
Yeah, you people are acting like the Nets are scrubs. No, they're not, bro.
they're
You know what I
not
mean? Like,
scrubs.
They're not. They're still a good team.
I mean,
They just
even
need.
after the Warriors won the championship, they were I think they were third or fourth in odds.
Yo, kid, what's going on? The motor went off.
No, that's
yeah,
some troll. It's a troll.
that's a troll.
Jeez.
You know, because
No, but even when I read the odds, I think they had a third best odds to win the championship, third or second.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was
Right.
after
Yeah,
the Golden
Golden
State
State
won
was
the
the third
championship.
seed.
And yo, you know what? I hate to say this, as much as I hate super teams, it's not proven yet that they're still failing because this Brooklyn Nets team really didn't play each other. How many games have James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant actually played together?
Probably like 10. I don't know.
No, there was a span they played 16. I think like 16.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a hard judgment to do when we didn't get to see all these guys on the floor. You know.
Oh yeah, I still think they would have won the championship last year if Harden and Kyrie didn't get hurt.
Facts. Or if Durant's foot was, or if Durant would just wore a small size shoe.
Yeah,
right.
I think they would have beaten every team. Like I think that would have been a sweep if Harden and Kyrie was healthy.
Whoa, you think these? I mean, we agreed they would have been in Atlanta, but you think they would have swept Atlanta and Phoenix? You think so?
No, they would have swept Milwaukee.
Sweep? I think they could beat Milwaukee in like 5. I think they would have
They're not
beaten
sweeping
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. They're not sweeping
They would have beaten them in like
Milwaukee.
5 or 6
But
around there. I don't know
even
about
in Game 3, do you remember in Game 3 they barely beat Brooklyn?
Yeah, I remember because Bruce Brown Bruce Brown was trying to be the hero, pulling up a bad floater, and then Joe Harris was terrible that night. Yeah,
Yeah. If
Kyrie.
Harden was playing that game, they would have won that game too.
Yeah, the way.
But if they're up 3-0, I think they would have won in 5. You still think the Bucks would have gotten swept? I think
4 or 5. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5.
The Bucks will not get swept by no Nets.
And if they play the Hawks, we all can agree the Nets would be in the Hawks. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
there's no way.
Probably like 5 Nets, and like 5 over the Hawks. But if they play against the Suns, how long do you think that series would have turned out?
I think that would have been 5.
Whoa, 5? I said Nets in 6, and they would have played the Suns.
Well, they lost to Milwaukee in 6, so I still think.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that no, we're talking about 2021.
No, we're talking about
2021.
Yeah, Phoenix and
Brooklyn. I think Nets in 6. I think
no, Jaron, we're saying if Kyrie and Harden were healthy, we think they would have won the championship that year.
Oh, absolutely, they would have won the title. Let's be honest.
But he said they would have beat the Bucks and the Phoenix.
They would have beat Milwaukee. Absolutely, they would have, bro. Milwaukee was struggling guarding the perimeter, bro. They were struggling guarding Jeff Green and Bruce Brown.
Do you remember in Game 2 they beat them by 39 points?
39, yeah. And that was without the.
And in Game 3, like I said, they barely beat them. They lost by like.
They only won by 3 points. Milwaukee. If it wasn't for Bruce Brown taking a bad floater, or you know, or if it wasn't for Drew Holiday getting a spin layup, Milwaukee may have lost that game. And
what's it called? It would have been 3-0 at that point, and the series would have been over.
It would have been over, yeah. And it would have been Nets in 5. I still think the Bucks may have won Game 4 anyway, but it would have been Nets in 5. And then let's be honest, they would have
even in Game 4, do you remember when before Kyrie got hurt, weren't they up by like 10?
No. Milwaukee was up at that time. Milwaukee was still up though. The Bucks were still up.
I thought Brooklyn had like a 10-point lead or something like that, and then they just went on a crazy run. They went on a crazy run after Kyrie got hurt.
Something like that. I mean, we gotta give the Bucks credit for winning the title because rings are rings.
Jay, I banned a troll that had the same name as you. I hope it's not you. So if it's you, click the link and come back in or something like that, and I'll open you back in. So I didn't mean to ban you
Well,
by
I'm a,
accident.
I'm a head out of here too. It's getting late, so.
All right, have a good
Yes,
one.
yeah, yeah, same here, man. It's 2:14 in
All
the
right.
morning in New York.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, man. Let's call it a wrap, man. We chopped it up pretty good. I was just about to end it anyway, but I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to let Jay know that hey, I didn't ban him. That was a troll that I'm trying to ban. So
Yeah.
next time, bro, just log back in and I put you back in the live stream. But yeah.
Right.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Be safe
You
over
too.
there.
Yeah.
You
All
too.
right.
Stay safe.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Let's see. I hope I didn't ban this dude. All right. But I'm pretty sure it's just for the live stream in general, then you get to come back in, you know. But Jay, if you're still there before we head out, just log in real quick, then log out so I can know it's you. If you're still here. If not, then we're just gonna continue this next time. Put the link in. And before I head out of here, let me have shout out to G Money. You know where you can always catch him at. You can always find him on the tube, dropping that sports knowledge. Chi-Town, Chicago's finest. Um, he covers all different sports too, boxing, football. So does G Money. We cover all different sports here on this network. We're just sports fanatics, man. Guys that love sports. Who else? Kid Trunks. He's from Virginia. So shout out to Virginia. Shout out to Zach, living in Toronto. Shout out to the other Zach, living in Florida. So we have a lot of across the board and a lot of people from all over different spots, So yeah, man. But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna be out. Jay, I hope to catch you on the next one. Hopefully it'll work and you could come back in. But I guess he's probably gone by now. So we catch you on the next one. Peace, everybody.